And we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from the Superdome. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. On second down, here's Miller. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Demario Davis there on the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on third down. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Second and goal from the 1. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Jordan Akins punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Brees. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Brees to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Third and long now after the sack of Brees, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Brees. And he's going to go down again. Whitney Merciless. He's the one to get in this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. So here we go on 4th down with Brees. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Whitney Merciless in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And here comes the Texans now. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Tiger. Come back.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. first down, it's Watson. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And the pitch goes to Miller. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
No matter the week, no matter the team, you're going to hear coaches wax nostalgic for big tight ends that can control the edge of the line of scrimmage. Well, sometimes you don't have a tight end in the game, so now you're looking at your tackles. Can they control the perimeter? Make sure that that gets sealed off so there's no penetration off of the edge. If they're able to do that, that's why a toss play is successful. Because once they get to the edge, they can pick and choose their spot, which way to run, whether it's deep outside or cutting it back inside to pick up big yardage. On that play, they controlled the edge so well, they picked up an excellent chunk of yardage.
A gain of 3, second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On the end around, this is Thomas. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's third down. Back to throw, Watson. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On second down, Kamara. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, Breeze. Well, this is a catch by Ted Ginn. 23 yards on the play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
Good set, good set, good set.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Got it.
To throw is Breeze. Incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd and 4. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol. Breeze now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith from 4 yards out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10.
Reset.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 60 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense.
Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
Come back, come back. Tiger, tiger, tiger.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Green, the line. Green, the line. Come back, come back.
Throwing again is Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. Again, it's Watson. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Faking the give. Now Watson. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Texan first down. First and 10, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. In for the score. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. The final shot before half for Breeze. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Come back, come back.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Caught here by Griffin. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. First catch there for Thomas. It's a 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 47 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. They do go for it. It's Breeze. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Demario Davis in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's second and 20. Watson from the gun. He'll throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. The Texans on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever. To throw is Watson. Operating from the gun. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go. Come
on, capitalize on this one.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, first and 10 at the 39-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On second down, here's Breeze. Able to push his way through, and Watson has it right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Breeze now on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Breeze to throw on second down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot, and if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there, and sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Demario Davis in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Out of the gun, Watson. Dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Now Breeze. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Breeze. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now Breeze got to have this one. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, Watson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Watson now to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Black 22! Black 22! Come back, come back! Come back, come back!
Watson now. Throwing again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. On 1st down, Watson. Throw left side, complete. That's Hopkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the red zone now, Watson out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Tiger, tiger, tiger!
Watson looks to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The Texans on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Richmond.
They'll toss it to Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to
like
the tailback.
Like an egg underhand.
Yeah, like an egg underhand, really with 2 hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down, and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like...
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, it's Breeze. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Whitney Merciless getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Got it.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time it yields a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
This is taken at the 15. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing now, Watson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Now Watson from the gun, he'll throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Richmond. Two jet.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. It's caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2.
Down. Black 22. Black 22.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Three down. Ready.
Now Breeze on the bootleg. Being chased out left. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.